You were programmed to be poor from the outset. You didn't stand a chance. There was zero mention during the 12 years of school of the potential for financial freedom from investing. And in most cases, your parents would not have known to teach you about it either.
Your teachers could have drilled into you that you must be saving £500 a month before you do anything else as soon as you reach 18. So by the time that you're 35, you would have over £240,000 in a stocks portfolio, assuming an average 8% return.
An asset like that could be paying out monthly dividends to you of £800 with no effort on your part. Or if reinvested into a more hands-on investment like rental property, it could be drawing you monthly rental profits of over double that.
Instead, you were taught to be poor, to get a job, to work it until you were age 70 and then retire. In all likelihood, poorer than you were during your working life. What are the mental roadblocks put in place by our culture to keep you trapped in a dead-end job? And how can you reprogram yourself for financial freedom? Let's check it out. Welcome to Unshackled.com, the investment and finance channel and website that sets you and your finances free.
That was Andy and I'm Ben, and if you like what we say, hit the like button and click subscribe.
The easiest way to achieve financial freedom is by investing. We have loads of information on our website, including some awesome bonus offers to help you get started, such as a £100 cash reward or £200 for free shares, so be sure to check out moneyandshackled.com.
Money lessons are all wrong. You're probably not financially free. Very few people have got there. Even if you have, you could have got there a lot earlier and saved yourself a lot of trouble. It all started going wrong for you at school. You were taught a decent mix of subjects, but the implication was that it would lead to a job.
This message was probably reinforced at home when you watched your parents trading their time directly for money every weekday. From birth until you enter the workplace, this message is repeated, that money is made by working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, no exceptions.
It's what they didn't say. At school, there was no mention of the stock market or investing at all. Why was there not a class about the FTSE and the Nasdaq? Some basic theory around how compounding works. They could have had us build a fantasy stocks portfolio over the year to teach us how to use the markets.
Instead, every person in the UK is left to figure out for themselves that the route to wealth is through investing for passive income. Luckily, many of us found the way out, but what a waste those first years were in the workforce before we figured it out for ourselves.
The financial freedom curriculum. This is what we wish we'd been taught in school.
1. Seek passive and scalable incomes. Working for a flat rate must only ever be temporary.
2. Pay yourself first. Focus all efforts on increasing your savings per month. This matters way more than the amount that you earn.
3. Invest your savings per month into assets like stocks that pay you an income.
4. Low interest debt can be good. As a cash buffer, it could give you the confidence to leave a career. You could buy a rental property on a cheap mortgage. You could use cheap debt to retrain, buying the first couple of modules of a professional course to advance your prospects.
How the workplace keeps you programmed to be poor. Once you leave formal education and enter the workplace, the indoctrination continues. Here are 3 ways that the workplace keeps you programmed to be poor.
Number 1, your life should be about other people's priorities. It always felt inauthentic to us that our lives should revolve around whatever product or service was being sold by our employer.
If you work as an accountant, for example, your life is about getting the accounts right for someone else's business. Or if you work in sales, you will be selling someone else's products. Is that what you want your one and only life to have been about?
Number 2, it's okay to be average. Working in an office environment with others who went through the same lackluster education system as you did discourages dissent from the drudgery of the 9-to-5 working day. It often helps give life meaning because everyone else is as trapped as you are. And it also gives you an excuse not to try and better yourself.
We read a BBC article recently about changes to office culture following the coronavirus, which we think sums up the media's view of office life, with the author saying how she likes the office because it gives meaning to work which can otherwise feel pointless.
What a sad outlook on life. If you know that your work is pointless, don't use others who are in the same situation as you to justify you having a crappy life.
Number 3, wage slavery is normal. Time does not need to be traded away in order to make money. You can make passive and scalable income from rent, dividends, interest, or a website or online space that you own. Income is passive when you don't need to do anything at all to earn it, like dividends from shares.
Scalable income is like a YouTube channel where you put the same amount of effort in to make videos that get 1 million views as you do when you used to get 10 views. The same amount of work and effort, but for ever increasing returns. In the workplace, everyone accepts that decades of your life need to be chucked away to keep the money coming in. Because you're in a team of people just like you, it is seen as normal.
Poor mindset culture continues at home. The culture of being poor continues when you turn on the TV. The rich are portrayed as baddies who are to blame for you being poor. The office is fun, not back-to-back boredom. £1,000 is seen as a lot of money. It's also unaspirational.
How we've used low interest debt. I have frequently used money transfer credit cards or equity release on properties to free up cash to give me the flexibility to quit jobs, start a business, or buy another asset.
We would never advise you to use debt because some of you would use it poorly and get into financial trouble, which would come back to bite us. Many don't see the difference between buying a holiday on a 40% interest overdraft and buying a rental property on a 2% mortgage.
But this is the problem, isn't it? Schools can't teach you about the value of debt because some people would screw up their lives by using it badly. Debt is like fire. It can either provide you with comfort and safety, or it can burn your house down if you use it stupidly.
Reprogramming for financial freedom, create a mindset. Everything that you consume, product or service, is a creation of either someone who's working for themselves or a company who has shareholders that make money from it. If you want to be financially free, you need to be a creator, not a consumer.
There are 2 ways to be a creator. You can bring new products and services to the world by creating businesses or creating assets like rental properties, or you can finance creativity by owning shares in companies.
The alternative is sitting at work for 8 hours a day, earning just enough to buy average things, and then, when you're allowed to leave, consuming the products and services provided by those who chose financial freedom. Question of the day: when did you realise that you were programmed to be poor? Let us know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. On this channel we talk a lot about personal finance, investing and all things money. And if you want to see more great content, please click the subscribe button below.
This is moneyunshackled.com. See you next time.